Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, West Troop, and I am back this week with another episode. Well, it's been a bit since the last episode, but my Disney vacation is coming fast, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to try to keep up with these shows and have them coming out once again every week. Last time I promised that I would talk about a ride that opened over in Disneyland, Disney's California Adventure to be precise, this summer, and that was the Incredicoaster. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on that attraction, what I think of it just from seeing the video of it. I haven't been on it yet, so just from what my thoughts are from the videos that have been online, of course, and then we're going to get into this week's news. Let's do it. So, the Incredicoaster is a rethemed version of California Screamin', which of course is rethemed for the Pixar Pier section. Used to be Paradise Pier last time I was there. Now it got an update to be Disney-ized, I guess you could say, and do Pixar Pier. And I think it's a pretty good idea overall with the Pixar Pier theming. I know Paradise Pier was themed to be the old school amusement parks of Southern California and whatnot. And I like that section too. I did, because it felt so different than anything else at a Disney park. But I understand, because you might walk into that part and be like, well, what's this? This is like a regular local amusement park, you know, when you get to that point. So I can understand why they would think to retheme it. And plus, Toy Story Midway Mania is in there. So it's like, oh, here's, you know, normal rides, and here's Toy Story. So I understand why they would do a Pixar Pier section. I know a lot of people love California Screamin'. I go on it every time I'm in the park. It was not never really my favorite thing, but it was always a must-do when I was at the park. I don't really have any attachment to it, I guess you could say. So, you know, I'm fine with them retheming it. So, basically, this Incredicoaster, I'm sort of mixed on just watching it on video. When I see it in person, I'm sure I'll have, you know, more to throw in about it, and if I'll like it or not. I always try to make up my mind when I see it in person and not really on video. Like, the jury will still be out for it until I see it with my own eyes in person. But I think it's okay. The pre-show, there is a pre-show once you get into the line, taking place on above televisions, and they're talking to the characters from The Incredibles about the coaster being dedicated to their family. Once you get into the cars, you're trying to find Jack as he escaped over the ride. The first thing is you pass figure of Edna E. Mode and an animated transporting Jack, which I liked that idea. I thought that was cool. And that's when he escapes. So that's the point of the ride, is that you're trying to find Jack along with these. They're trying to find Jack while you're going on the ride. It is the same exact roller coaster with just some added effects to it. It's not like they took California Screamin' and changed the track, because they didn't. It's just with some cool effects. At the launch, when you get pulled back like the slingshot, there's some cool effects there. It's like Dash is running beside you in the water. I thought that was really neat. And then you go through the tunnels, and they extended some of the tunnels. Inside the tunnels, there's some scenes with the characters. Now, this is where I'm really hit and miss with this. The figures themselves are not that impressive. It's not like they have the figures from the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in there. It's really something you'd see at a local theme park back in the 1970s, but they do go by fast. You go by the figures fast, so it's not like you're like, oh God. But if you pause it, it would be like, oh wow. The first one is Jack Jack shooting lasers at Dash, and that one looks all right because it's very colorful and you go through it fast. Then the next tunnel, Elastigirl who's stretched out through the tunnel, is a good idea, trying to get Jack Jack, but it looks very cheesy. And Mr. Incredible looks kind of cheesy too, with a cookie. The coolest one, I thought, is the fire tunnel. It looks like it's on fire. The effects make it look that way. It's pretty cool. And then Violet turns it into a force field, so all of a sudden it turns purple at one point. That effect I liked. The weirdest part of this ride, though, has to be the weird effect that it is multiple Jack Jacks on a stick. This just looked really weird on the video. I don't know how it looks in person. If you can see the sticks or not, I'll have to see it in person to judge that one. If it still looks really weird when you're there riding it, but I thought that was a really odd choice to put him on a stick. And then, of course, when you finish the ride, you see a giant version of Jack Jack is back with Edna, and he returns, and everybody's fine. So, as you go along, they changed the music as well. I know that was always a big hit with everyone, the music for California Screamin'. The music is very Incredibles. It sounds like something that would be from the movie. There's a lot of dialogue that goes on in between the stuff going on with the characters that can get annoying. I mean, I was just listening to it on the video, and I'm like, oh wow, that could turn some people away because it's it can get like, oh, where's Jack Jack? Oh no, he's over here. Oh, where is he? Oh. It's like, all right, we get it. Yeah, I think it's a very hit and miss re-theme. I think it's a good idea, but I guess a lot of people were expecting more. I think if you do go on, and when I go on it, I think it does look better at night because it does hide some of its shortcomings. So I'm definitely going to ride it at night. And maybe I'll ride it in the day too. Maybe I'll ride it both. Like I said, once I see it in person, who knows when that'll be. But, I'll get to really give my opinion. But, I think it looks okay as just seeing it. I don't think it's certainly not incredible as it could have been. And that's my final thought on the Incredicoaster. If you've been on the Incredicoaster, let me know what you guys think of it, if you think it's better than California Screamin' or if California Screamin's better. Like I said, once I ride it, I can finally give you a final judgment on that. Now, hopping over to Disney's Animal Kingdom, because beginning on August 13th, there will be two new offerings for the Festival of the Lion King's signature dining packages. Both options include the 3-course lunch or dinner at Tiffin's Restaurant, along with reserved priority seating at Festivals of the Lion King. The Tier 1 package includes reserved VIP seating for the show, as well as a commemorative cast photo and a specially guided safari. Hey, there you go. That sounds pretty cool. This package costs $99 per adult and $49 per child aged 3 to 9. The more value-oriented Tier 2 package only includes priority reserved seating for the Festival of the Lion King, in addition to the meal at Tiffin's. You don't get no safari with the cheaper package, unfortunately. Cost for this package is less expensive, though, at $74 per adult, $29 per child aged 3 to 9. The new offering will be available daily through the rest of the summer and up until the holiday season begins on November 21st. No discounts for annual pass holders or DVC members are available for the dining package. However, if you have the Disney dining plan, it will be available to use as 2 table service credits for a Tier 2 package. So if you want to blow 2 table service meals for that, be my guest. personally would not do that. I'd blow two on Le Cellier in a heartbeat. I've done that before, actually. But, I've never eaten at Tiffin's. I've heard it's pretty good. And then you get of course, the VIP seating. You get the private safari with the Tier 1 package. If you're really into that show, which is a great show, and you want the dinner, and this private safari, then go ahead, and do it. If not, well then, just eat at Tiffin's on your own and see the show and go with the regular safari. But those packages are out there. And now we're going to hop over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, because though it's rumored for several months, Disney's finally confirmed that Disney Junior star Vamparina, who I've never heard of, but evidently is popular, will be coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios this fall. She will appear first as part of the Disney Junior Play and Dine at Hollywood and Vine beginning on September 30th. Later in the fall, on an unspecified date, the character will join the Disney Junior meet and greet lineup in the animation courtyard and will be available throughout the day to meet guests. So if you are a fan of Vamparina, then definitely check her out at Disney's Hollywood Studios this fall. And now, last year, American Idol kicked off its audition tour at Walt Disney World, and it looks like they will continue the tradition this year as well, but with a few changes. Instead of taking place at Disney Springs, audition will be held at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex on August 25th. Season 1 winner, Maddie Pope, I think that's how you say it. I don't watch this show, but runner-up Caleb Lee Hutchinson and finalist Katie Turner will make special appearances. Registration will begin on the day of the event at 7 a.m. with auditions starting at 9 a.m. Overnight camping is not allowed, and the celebrity judges will not be on site. And all singers must be at least 15 years old to audition. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any interest in auditioning for American Idol, there you go, people. I watched the Idol reboot on ABC once, and that was enough for me. But I know it still has its fans out there, so if you're looking to be the next American Idol, there you go. And also, heading over to Disney Springs, we got some news. Earlier this year, Disney made the unexpected move of expanding the extended 60-day FastPass Plus booking window to include properties near Disney Springs on Hotel Plaza Boulevard and the surrounding Good Neighbor hotels. That is kind of a surprise. Though these hotels are not Disney-owned, they have enjoyed some perks in the past, including extra magic hours and special character experiences. And the addition of the extra FastPass Plus booking window was certainly a welcome new perk for those guests staying at those locations. Now it's been revealed that guests staying at the hotels will be able to continue enjoying the perk for a little while, as Disney has officially said its additional booking window will be available to guests staying at these hotels all through 2019. And yes, that includes when Galaxy's Edge opens, Star Wars Land, people, which is definitely good news for the guests looking to stay at the lower-cost hotels next year. So, yeah, definitely good news. I didn't even know they did that. I must have missed that week when I was reporting when they started. So, yeah, definitely good news. If you are staying at any of those Hotel Plaza Boulevard hotels near Disney Springs, definitely check out the perks that your hotel comes with that all Disney hotels do. And finally, speaking of Disney Springs, Chicken Guy, a new fast casual restaurant at Disney Springs owned by celebrity chef Guy Fieri, opened at Disney Springs this past week. The menu features all natural chicken tenders that are hand-pounded and breaded fresh every day. Plus, check this out, guys, 22 different dipping sauces for endless combinations. Oh, man, if you guys know anything about me, you know I'm a big fan of chicken tenders. One of my favorite go-to meals has been since a kid. Here I am many years later, and I still love them a lot. I will definitely be checking out Chicken Guy when I hit Disney Springs this fall. Maybe I'll even post a video of it. All right, well, that's the show. Join me again next week where we'll talk about what happened down in the Disney parks. And of course, until then, you can subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. And of course, you can follow on the Twitter @HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, do so over on Podbean, hitchhostshow.podbean.com. Or you can search under West Troop or the Hitchhiking Host Show on iTunes or Stitcher. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.